what we have here, we have all these different skin tones. So what causes skin color? Yeah, so here we have melanocytes. So these are the ones that make melanin, and there are different types of melanin. Do you need to know the exact chemical structure? Well, eumelanin, pheomelanin, they're all in this category. So there's not just one melanin, there's different types of colors. And this is why we have different skin tones. We all make different patterns and different levels of melanin. Now, where do we make melanin, or where do you find these melanocytes? Well, melanocytes are interesting because they're actually hanging out toward the basal and at the basement membrane, that is the border between the stratum basal and the connective tissue underneath. So these melanocytes, they actually extend throughout the stratum basal and somewhat into the stratum spinosum. And they generate that chemical category called melanin. So depending on melanin, it could be brown, dark brown, it could be black, it could be reddish. But what it does is generate this pigment, this color. Just like a pigment in the paint, this has color, and the more of this melanin you have, the more color you have of whatever type of melanin you're producing. Now, skin pigmentation. So what's the difference between these two people? So what we have here is that if your cells produce, your melanocytes only produce a little melanin, well, you're going to have some color to your skin. But what about someone who produces a lot of melanin? Well, they're going to have a darker skin tone because melanin is that dark reddish brown pigment. So let's talk about our first question. People with albinism do not have melanocytes. True or false? Sometimes people might call them albinos, but yeah, I think they say people with albinism. Alright, so people with albinism do not have melanocytes. So most of you say that true, they do not have melanocytes, and that, or no, wait, so 34 said true that they do not have melanocytes. 61 said they false, they do have melanocytes. Well, let's find out the answer to that question. Okay, so what we have are all these different skin tones, right? But the interesting thing is that we have pretty much almost anywhere, regardless of ancestry, we have instances of people with albinism. So what we have, I know it's like cool, it's like people of African ancestry, or even like, I think this is New Guinea, and this is an Asian person with albinism. So, and this is what we have here with Sherry Lindsay. This was her with makeup, but she actually has a condition called vitiligo. And what happens in that is that she has something happening to her melanocytes. But vitiligo is different from albinism. Don't get those two confused. But they do both involve melanocytes. Now, what happens to melanocytes in terms of albinism? Well, the thing is that with these people who have albinism, they do have melanocytes. But the interesting thing is that their melanocytes just don't produce melanin. So if you looked at a cross-section of their skin and looked at the melanocytes there, you would see that you would have the outline of them, but they wouldn't have that dark color pigment because their melanocytes don't have the ability to synthesize and make melanin chemical molecules. Now with Sherry Lindsay in the previous slide, what happens is that vitiligo is an autoimmune condition. Autoimmune means your own immune system attacks your own cells. So what if your immune system attacks your melanocytes? Well, if your immune system attacks your melanocytes die. If you don't have melanocytes, can you produce melanin? So that's why she has pockets of that skin that doesn't have pigment, because she doesn't have melanocytes compared to the people who have albinism, who probably do have melanocytes that just don't produce melanin.